Welcome to Catamount Football. This is the 2012 Catamount Football preseason summer camp edition, and I'm Bill Mayo, and here with Coach Matt Land. Coach, we're at Tusculum College in Greenville, Tennessee. Talk a little bit about the week so far and what's going on and what brought the Catamounts up here.
Well, we've had a great week, and with the change of the new GHSA heat policy, we're aware that our quarterback club makes quite an investment in us coming to camp. The kids don't pay anything. Quarterback club pays for it. And so for us to put that kind of money in something, we had to be assured that we would have the opportunity to practice all the practices that we were going to be allowed to have. We were at Jack State, which is an outstanding facility, but we needed some assurances. Here at Tusculum, as you can tell, they've got some wonderful facilities, but even nicer, they have an indoor facility. And that's kind of hedging for those days that we were assuming that it might get a little bit hot and maybe get over those heat index numbers, and we were going to be allowed to go inside. And it's actually turned out to be great and favorable because we've had rain instead of the hot weather, which has allowed us to go inside and have some dry practices. Talk
a little bit about what football camp brings to the team. It's been a long-time tradition at Dalton High School, and in your opinion, as a player and as assistant coach and now as a head coach, what value do you see in the team going off to camp for a week?
Yeah, to me, I kind of look at it in C's. The first one is some continuity. These guys, this year's class can reach back 25 years, 35 years, 50 years to guys that are old like me and you, and we all went to camp. So there's something, the continuity of our program. Secondly is the continuity and the consistency of coming together as a team. And the cohesion of seeing these guys together. And, you're going through something nobody goes through. They'll walk the halls of their school and they'll be in our community knowing nobody went through a camp like we had. Third is the collision. I mean, you can get up here and just repetitively have scrimmages, and we can create so many situations in this environment that allows us to really find out who's our hitters, who's the tacklers, who needs to continue to be developed. And then I think the last C is character. I think, you get up here and, those saying Coach Chappell used to always say, fatigue makes a coward out of a lot of people. We find out who's not a coward because we really get up here and some character starts being exposed about Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and those second, third, and fourth days when these guys are tired. And we know they're tired, but they just keep hammering out. And we got a great group this year that we're excited to introduce to the community.
Talk a little bit about the preseason schedule. Got a couple of weeks more of preseason practice and then got a scrimmage coming up. And the first game is right around the corner, and you've got some holes to fill and some folks to find due to graduation, some people that need to be replaced, right?
Yeah, this is going to be a really an interesting year. It's a little bit unique in the fact that we're going to lose. Technically, we're losing a week. We had scheduled Valdosta for the first game, and they were picked up for an out-of-state classic or something like that, and it kind of caused us to have to look for a first game, and we were able to hook up with Ringgold to have a first game, but we're going to have to play it in week 0 instead of week 1. But that's great because that kind of gives the community and gives us a little bit closer window, but we do lose some practices of preparation. Next Thursday, we will scrimmage Daresville, which will be a fine team. Coach Kramer is a great coach, and they're going to have a lot of talent. So it'll be an opportunity for us to really look at ourselves and see how we measure up. This is going to be an interesting year. We're replacing 6 starters on offense. We're replacing 7 starters on defense, all of our specialists. And so with that being the case, there's a lot of opportunities for these young cats to step up and let us know who they are and for our community to see some new faces.
A lot of young kids are going to be thrown in the fire early, a lot of expectations. It's always kind of exciting. I mean, you're sad on one hand that you lose these guys, but it's kind of fun to see a kid develop that was maybe a JV player last year turn into somebody that you count on every Friday night, right?
Oh, there's no doubt. And, I don't know if it was Coach McClurg or if it was Coach Chappell that used to always say, hey, after game 1, everybody's experienced. And, that's what we'll do. We'll get these guys in early. The good thing about Dalton is we play a lot of kids. We will have 22 starters, but the reality is we play about 35 to 40 kids every Friday night. And so with that being the case, even though we're looking for those starters, we come in pretty much kind of knowing who some of those faces are that's going to fill those voids. And it's a matter of getting them into the mindset of thinking that, hey, now I'm a starter and I'm going to be getting those 60 or 70 reps in a game.
Good luck with the upcoming season. Look forward to seeing the scrimmage here shortly.
What? AAA Transformers, your local source for remanufacturing transmissions.
When is the last time you have compared your car, life, or health insurance cost? At Advanced Insurance Strategies, we know your time is valuable. Therefore, we have developed AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com. You can now go online anytime, anywhere, and get quick and easy quotes for your car, life, or health insurance from respected companies such as Blue Cross Blue Shield of Georgia, Assurant Health, Alliant Health Plans, and Drive Insurance from Progressive. Receive unparalleled customer service from a local insurance agency while using AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com.
Okay, I have Alan Felker with me here, and Alan is the president of the quarterback club. And how did you get to be the president of the quarterback club when you don't have a son in the program anymore?
Well, that's one of the rules that's been in place with the quarterback club, Susan, for quite some time, or as long as I've known. You can't have a son in the program and be president. So Nathan played, he graduated, and he played in the 2010-2011 season, and he's at Georgia Southern, just a student. Yeah. He's not playing any sports, but he's just a student. But that's one of the rules we have. You can't have a child in the program.
And I know Nathan well enough to know he's still a Catamount, right?
Oh, yeah, he's Catamount. Yeah,
that's one of my favorite things. Once a Catamount, always a Catamount. And you know, Alan, to me, that says volumes right there for someone to be willing to step up and take on a role like that when their son is not in the program any longer. And that tells me that you really have a heart for this program and for these kids, and I for one just really appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Because I go to the ball games on Friday nights, and I see all that the quarterback club does, and a lot of times people don't see that because I mean these kids come to camp, and I know that the quarterback club picks up a lot of that. Am I right about that?
They do. Well, the quarterback club has we pay for them to go to FCA camp, and then we'll pay for them to go here at Tusculum, and we're just a support group for the football team. We pick up where the athletic department leaves off, and.
Well, I happen to know that with all the cuts in school budget and all that kind of stuff, that the quarterback club has really stepped up and done a great job helping with these kids. I wanted to talk a little bit about the things that you do to raise that money, and how can people in the community become part of the quarterback club?
Well, a lot of people should receive a flyer in the mail, 8.511, and it's that allows you to join the Century Club at certain levels. And then we have corporate memberships, which Bob Hardaway will talk about that a little bit later on. We have our corporate sponsors and teammates. There's different levels there you can join. And then we sponsored this year for the first time. We had the Alumni game, which was a lot of fun, and hope that continues on. And well, we make a little money at the tailgate, and we hope everybody will come join us at the tailgate and all the festivities there. Got to come to the catwalk. If
you have not been to Dalton High School tailgating, you are missing a treat, because we go and you all have food there. Yes. I know there are kids that play on the large inflatables, and it's almost just like it's better than some college tailgates, I think.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's a good high school tailgate. We'll put it that way. But yeah, we have a lot of fun. Love for everybody to come join us. And our first one at home will be a big one. It'll be Calhoun.
Yeah,
that'll be a big one.
Yeah, that is a big one. And it's talking about at home. I know too that when we get to the away games, and Ron and I get there fairly early, you guys have been there. I mean, it seems like you must have been there since lunchtime, because we get there and the tents are set up and the food is set up, and y'all are just there and ready to go. What is a typical football away game Friday like for you?
Well, a lot of the dads will meet at, say, the depot or a predetermined eating establishment. We'll have lunch and kind of get a plan together, but there's always that plan. We'll tailgate at away games, and we try to arrive at the away stadium or school about 5:30 and get set up, and we invite everybody to come join us. We usually have barbecue, something simple, and it's just good food and good fun, good music. Jerry Scott's always playing Cat Scratch Fever and that sort of thing, but we have a good time.
It's good food, good fun, good football. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Well, welcome back to the Catamount Special, and we're talking with Bill Mayo, who is one of our assistant coaches on our football staff, but he's in a little unique position, one I'm a little familiar with, and that's being a community coach. And Coach, what's it like as far as being a community coach and being a part of a varsity staff?
To me, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's an opportunity to give something back to the game of football, to give something back to Dalton Public Schools that have been such a big part of my life, and something that I really enjoy doing. And I'm fortunate that I'm able to balance my job, career, outside of schools, the school system, but also be able to work with the kids and be a part of the program.
Well, you've been a fixture of Dalton football for many, many years, but most notably as of late, you coached many years in our rec program, 10 years in our middle school. You're now in your 5th year. Why don't you talk a little bit about the development as you see Catamount football, how it starts in those young years at the rec department, moves through the middle school, and on up into our high school?
I did. I coached for, I guess, probably 11 or 12 years at Dalton Parks and Rec Department, who have an outstanding program. Saw a lot of future Catamounts come through, and it was always fun as a rec league coach to watch those kids develop. And Charlie Bethel was the first quarterback I had, or one of the quarterbacks I had. It was just kind of fun to see those guys grow up. And then moving to the middle school for 9 or 10 years, really enjoyed that. I worked with some really good coaches there and a lot of kids. And that's a fun age group to work with. And then being at the varsity the last 5 years, it's all rewarding in different ways. And the relationship you develop with the kids and the coaches that you get to work with, that makes it all worthwhile. And it's just a really enjoyable experience all the way around.
If you had 2 or 3 minutes that you could speak to a middle school parent in our community, whether it's Dalton or whatever, what is something that you see middle school players needing to kind of be prepared for when they come to the high school level?
I think the biggest thing for them is being able to compete. Kids develop physically at different stages and different rates, and just because maybe they're not a starter on the middle school, don't give up on them. Don't get upset. Don't be frustrated. They develop in different ways. These some of these young kids that we see that come around that look like the young ponies, with the big feet, and they're kind of gangly and uncoordinated. In a couple of years, those guys are tough. I mean, they're really good players. So you, as a parent, you have to be patient and let the kid develop. Trust the coaches are going to work with them and help them, and just support the kids and kind of let them work their way through the experience.
Last question. You've seen Dalton Catamount football at many levels. You were a player here, went on to an All-American career at University of Tennessee. You've come back now and you've coached through the ranks. Just for you personally, what's special about Dalton High football when you just maybe look across really the full athletic spectrum?
I think it's the support that our community gives, one that makes it a fun experience for our kids. And I think being a part of something that has such a long tradition, the expectations that our community has, that our school system has, that our coaches have for our players, not only on the field, but how they conduct themselves off the field, how they are in the classroom, all that kind of rolled into one package, to me, really makes it a unique experience. It makes it a lot of fun to be a part of this program.
Well, you've been, like I said, a fixture over the years. We appreciate your contribution in the past, the present, and hopefully for a long time, or at least as long as I'm here. But thank you for everything you do, and we'll be back following these messages.
AstroTurf is grateful to have been a part of this community over the last 40 years. And as Whitfield County has grown, AstroTurf has grown to be the leader worldwide in synthetic sports surfaces. Our assistance with the area parks and the new AstroTurf arena will hopefully show the community our appreciation. Soft, safe, and the most durable technology available today, AstroTurf, it's the new generation. This is not your father's AstroTurf.
Okay, I have two gentlemen with me this afternoon. I have Mr. Hardaway and Mr. Marlowe. They are big supporters of Dalton Catamount football, and they have very important jobs. And I know, Mr. Hardaway, that you are in charge of our corporate sponsors, and I think somebody else in an earlier interview touched on that. Can you tell us exactly what that is?
Sure. We like to give everybody in the community, vendors, retailers, the opportunity to support the Catamounts with really 3 different vehicles of a corporate sponsorship. They can be a TV sponsor, a game sponsor, or a tailgate sponsor. So it really decides which medium the retailer, the business may want to use to touch which segment of the marketplace. So we're really excited about the things that we do. We've had tremendous support from the community for the Catamounts this year.
Yes, we have, and we have to have that because the Catamount football is something that's been going for a long time, and we need to keep it strong. And I was talking to Mr. Felker about the tailgating, and I know that's one of the fun aspects of it. But you said then you had the website and television in addition to the tailgate. Is that correct?
We have the TV sponsorship and the game sponsorship, and then the tailgate sponsorship. But what you mentioned, the website.
Right.
The website, and I've got to tell you, Rob Taylor has done an outstanding job updating the Dalton football website. And I encourage everybody to go to www.daltonfootball.com and see what a wonderful job he has done, and sign up to be a part of the website so they can get all your information about the Catamounts right there on the website.
Okay, now to sign up, it's free. That's right. You can just be a member if you just go in and log on and sign up. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. 100% free.
Okay. Let me ask you, I know that sometimes things come up, changes or whatever, and maybe they don't know when something's going to be. Is it on that website? Will someone put that information there?
Yes, Rob keeps the website up to date with all the information, all the changing schedules. Coach Land's tweets are actually on there as well, so you can get everything up to date by the minute of what's going on with the Catamounts.
And over here I have Mr. Marlowe with me, and I know that you are in charge of the men's Century Club. Is that correct?
I am. We have items from the student level. Like you said, I'm over the Century Club, which involves men, students. The ladies have things, and we have things from $15 and up, all the way up to $1,000 for multiple items and parking spots.
Okay, so those are levels of membership. Is that correct?
Yes, they are. The student membership is $15, and then you have the basic membership, which just includes the decal, is $25, and then it goes on up from there. The hat membership, Century Club membership, is $125. Golf shirt is $250.
Oh, okay, so you can choose how you want to support, and I think that's fabulous because that gives students an opportunity. Maybe somebody that their child is not in the program, never had anybody in the program, but would just like to help promote or be a part of their local district or their local high school. That's a good way. You don't have to give the $200. You don't have to join and get a parking spot, but you want to do something. That would be a great way to do it, right?
Yes, ma'am, and it takes all that support to support these hardworking players and coaches.
Yeah, I really appreciate you all being with me here, and keep up that good work. Go and get us some more money so we can get some more good things for these guys, okay?
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red, and thanks to everyone for your support.
Yes, thank you.
I'm here with Coach Bill Napier, offensive coordinator for Dalton High Catamounts. Coach Napier, talk about camp a little bit and what your expectations are for the team.
Well, we really had a good camp. I was a little concerned going in that we wouldn't be able to keep them busy enough while we were here, but we've sure taken care of that. Coach Land has been very well organized, and we've got a lot of things done that I've never experienced in my career. This is new that we can just go 2 a day and then 1 a day. So this late in camp, I feel like we're headed in the right direction, and I can't imagine us getting more done than we have.
One of the things that's been kind of interesting, I think you make a good point. So much before time has been spent on the practice field. There's been a lot of opportunity for meetings and walkthroughs and really film study. How does that benefit the kids, and how's that something that you've seen some returns in already with the guys?
Well, a lot of times in the past we've hesitated to spend time with them in the film room, but of course now we've got the time. We've got them 24 hours a day here. And there's nothing better than the kids seeing themselves on film, seeing their steps, seeing that they're running high. They don't necessarily feel that when it's happening, but then they can see it on film. and it's just a great teaching tool for us, I think. We love the walkthrough, slow it down, you know, not any pads or anything. It's almost like they're you know, playing on the playground, but they've got our guidance, and so it's low key, and it's not stressful, and it's certainly not physically demanding. So we don't have as much trouble with the cramps and that kind of thing that we had with the 2 and 3 a days every day.
Talk a little bit about the 2012 Catamount offense. I know replacing some guys, some really big pieces in the backfield, going to have probably a young, inexperienced backfield. How is that going to kind of impact, you know, how you look at the offense, maybe especially early on, or impact your play calling early on in the season?
Well, we surely did lose some great kids in the backfield. You know, a lot of people were certainly surprised when Trey Beck went down with a broke leg that we inserted Trey Bonds, and he gains 1,538 yards. That's unreal to think about that. But we've certainly got 3 good candidates at the tailback position that are really working hard and got great attitudes, and they're great teammates to one another. And obviously those guys are Kelvis Rhodes, Jerry Marino, and Marvin Hill. And we're very happy with their work, and it gives us good depth. And I think everything will kind of take care of itself as far as playing time as we move forward. We're certainly excited about Hunter Cleary and D.L. Goins at fullback. Both of them were in our program last year, so as well as the 3 tailbacks. So actually we got good depth, and you know, it's good competition, and that pushes each kid to perform each and every day, so it's good for the Catamounts.
All right, very good. Coach Napier, look forward to seeing the 2012 Catamount offense in action here very soon. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Jones of Carpet Express, and I'm excited about our hot summer savings. At Carpet Express, we have vinyl flooring starting at 35 cents a square foot, carpet starting at 45 cents a square foot, laminate at 79 cents a square foot, wood at $1.49 a square foot, and we'll even install your carpet for only 50 cents a square foot. So take advantage of Carpet Express summer savings. Carpet Express, 915 Market Street and 3068 Old Doug Gap Road, Connector 3. Carpet Express, your hometown floor store.
Have you ever heard the term, your eyes are your expressions, the windows to your soul? But when your eyelids look tired and they start to sag, it will make you look much older than you actually are. There is a simple surgical procedure called a blepharoplasty, or eyelid tuck, which can help to rejuvenate and redefine the contours around your eyelids. It will even improve your fields of vision, and a portion may even be covered by insurance. We can help redefine how others see you.
I have Jill Calfee with me here, and Jill's son Cole is the quarterback. He's a senior this year, so I know you've been to lots of football camps.
Yeah, a lot of football camps. It's kind of bittersweet to be at the last one.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a good thing. I remember that feeling's a good thing, but it's a sad thing too. With that, we're at Tusculum this year, I've mentioned, and it's a little further drive than we've been before. Do you think it's worth it?
Oh, it's definitely worth it to get up here and see the boys. I know after a week of practice, and even though this year it's a lot different than it's been in the past, the boys are always happy to see their mamas and their daddies too, so it was well worth the drive.
I know that you do a lot as a senior mom. I know that you are the president of the Ladies Century Club, and then senior moms have a lot of responsibilities that they take on, and I know the school really appreciates that. But let's first talk about the Ladies Century Club and tell the ladies how they can join that.
Well, for a lot of years, everybody's known about the quarterback club, which was strictly for the men. So several years ago, they came up with the Ladies Century Club, which was a way for not just moms, but any women in the community that want to support Dalton football can join the Ladies Century Club. And with that, just like with the men's, we don't have levels of membership. We have one level of membership for $125, and this year you get a bag with about 4 different things in it: a vest, a shirt, and a fan. So it's kind of a neat little, just a Catamount spirit pack for women to kind of carry, and something nice they can have. You can actually you can keep joining the Ladies Century Club all season long. You can go to DaltonFootball.com and just sign up just like you do for the Men's Century Club. You just go to the bottom of the page and the ladies is right there.
How many seniors do you have this year?
We have 20 seniors this year.
Okay, and that sounds like a lot. And the coach is going to think that's a lot when they leave. But when you have just 20 moms trying to do all that stuff, you can't do that. You have to have everybody else. And I remember when Cole was a freshman, and I told you, Jill, you've just got to jump in there and go. And I said, and you have to learn it, because that's how we pass along this Catamount tradition, is the younger moms learning what the more experienced moms have to teach them. Yeah. And so you learned it well, and you do a fabulous job, and we're lucky to have you, Jill.
Thank you, Susan. We're proud to be Dalton Catamounts.
Welcome back to Catamount Football. We've got Coach Kit Carpenter, defensive coordinator for the Catamounts. Coach Carpenter, talk a little bit about camp and from the defensive side of the ball, what you guys are looking to accomplish this week.
Well, we're looking to really put all the pieces of the puzzle together. We've got some guys that have really got great talent, but we're just trying to find the right mix to put people in the right spot.
Yeah. Now, one young guy that I hear you talk about all the time and had made a huge impact was Eder Mora. One of the things I think, just from competing against you in practice, you like to move people in different places. Eder gives you a lot of versatility, right? Kind of talk a little bit about kind of how you use him in different ways in different places on the field.
Eder's got such a tremendous skill set that he's able to play inside as a linebacker, outside as an outside linebacker, or even in the secondary as a safety. So having that as an option is really a great advantage for us.
The other thing, I think one of the big things our fans will see this year is those two defensive ends, senior guys, Leighton Reese and Robert Hardaway. Talk about them and kind of what they bring to your defense.
Well, they bring a tremendous amount of strength and an understanding of the game now. It's to the point now where we can coach them by just talking with them and doing it a couple of times, and they've got it. And that creates really a great atmosphere and a great opportunity for us on the defense.
How about developing some of the young guys over there? I know you've got a lot of young guys you're playing. What do you guys to me do a great job of finding role players and subbing them in and out. Talk about that philosophy a little bit just in general.
Well, we treat it kind of like a farm system. We allow some of these older kids to coach our younger kids to help bring them along a little bit faster, and it allows us to be able to play more kids.
All right, very good. Well, thank you. Good luck this year, and we'll be looking forward to seeing the Catamount defense.
We got a hit. Here comes dinner!
I'm not eating that.
There's no place like Outback for our perfectly grilled shrimp and new Royal Port catch.
I can't believe you guys didn't catch anything.
Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount Football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Okay, I am here with the Lands, and if you don't know the Lands, two things. One, you're missing a treat, and the other is that you need to come out to Dalton High Catamount Football because this is Coach Land's family. And I have McCord and Bowen and Cross and Banks and then Miss Amy Land, and we have all become very good friends since Coach Land took this job, and I'm just happy to be with him today. And Amy, I know that obviously you have a large crew right here on your own, but I also know that you love these boys, and you get out there, and I've been to your house and they've been there, sometimes watching a movie, sometimes just watching TV. I know that you do have a lot of activities over there. We were just over there recently for a movie night, and I know that you can't do that all by yourself, even though you are a superwoman. I've watched you, but who jumps in and helps there, Amy?
We have, our staff is so phenomenal. Our coaching staff is phenomenal, but the wives that are behind those coaches are just fabulous, and they all love being a part, just like we do. They love being involved, and I couldn't do it without them. I've got they just help me with so much stuff, and they all love the kids just like we do.
Yeah, that's one of the things about Dalton football that I've always appreciated and continue to do so, is that it's like a family. And I hear schools talk about, the whatever nation or the whatever nation, and instead of calling us a Catamount Nation, I like to call us a Catamount family, because that seems to just trickle down from the top. And the way that the the mentors take care of the kids and the way the coaches and their wives. I just personally want to thank y'all for that, because I think it makes a big difference for our kids.
Well, you're welcome. It really helps for the coaches and the families to be involved. If you're going to be in this profession, you've got to love it and got to be a part of it. And we've all, as a whole staff, love being a part, and that's what makes a difference.
And Mr. Ward and I like being a part of it too, so I thank you.
I'm here with Scott Thompson, who's the defensive back coach, but also in charge of the strength and conditioning program for the Catamounts. And Coach Thompson, I think one of the things that our fans are going to see this year that's very noticeable is how physically fit the kids are. I mean, every position, they all look great. Talk about what you guys did with them this summer and the results you got.
Well, we started in June. We did 3 days a week at 7 o'clock with the sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and then at 8:30 we had the freshmen come in. We had almost 97% people attendance at the workouts. We worked out and then we ran. We really put a lot of emphasis in July on the running part. They've really worked hard.
Talk about how it's impacted them. I mean, just looking at them and seeing them in their uniform and in the workout gear that they wear, you can see. I mean, it's the muscles and the tone and everything else, and their ability to run and practice is greatly enhanced. To what it seems to me from last year.
Yes. Well, they've bought into it. You know, going into the 7-on-7 camp, we played like 7 or 8 games. We weren't tired. The product was on the field. They were in shape. We went down to the FCA team challenge and won it. Had to go 3 or 4 times in a row, and I think we could have gone 3 or 4 more because they really believed in themselves from what they put forth this summer.
Yeah. To me, it's really evident that their hard work has paid off in great ways up until this point, and I think we'll even see bigger results on the field, don't you?
Well, definitely. Some of our kids are going to have to go both ways, and they have bought into that, and you know, they're going to do fine and be in shape and be ready for the fourth quarter and also overtime if needed.
All right, very good. Well, thank you for what you do, and good luck this season.
Okay, I have Shannon Britton with me, and Shannon and I work together, and sometimes I laugh and say that these football boys are my boys, but they're also Miss Britton's boys too, because we teach at the middle school and know them all very well.
Love these boys and have been at my house swimming and feeding them and carting them for a very long time.
For a long time. Shannon's son, Tyler, is on the team this year, was on the team last year as well, but this is his first year at camp. And I know a lot of times first-time moms that are sending their boys off to camp get a little worried about that. How did that make you feel, Shannon?
I was nervous, but I was excited for him to have the opportunity because I think this camp grows the boys as a team and as a man.
Exactly. I remember when our boys came off to camp and we told them bye on that Sunday afternoon, one of the moms looked at me and said, "Susan, you're sending off a boy and you'll get home a man." And I was like, "No, but I want to keep my boys." But go ahead.
I just said they'll always be our babies.
That's exactly right. And Shannon is also one that has been to a lot of Dalton High football games. She's also one that was born and bred a Catamount. And we have a job ahead of us when we get home. You want to tell them a little bit about that?
Oh, we're going to paint cat paws again on the asphalt in 100-degree weather. So if y'all drive by and see us and you have a bottle of water, please, we'll take all that we can get.
Yeah, last year we did that, and I think it was about 115. It was before they had that heat index rule. And we were out there, and for about the first 6 months, I would tell everybody, you're not allowed to drive over those, even though they're on the road.
We'll tell Ronnie that the GHSA won't allow us to do it in the heat.
There we go. There we go. So we're gonna take a little page from the boys here, and maybe we can do some indoor facility stuff.
Absolutely. Paws go anywhere.
That's right. Thank you, Shannon.
Okay.
Appreciate you being here.
Bye.
All right, we're back on Catamount Football with Coach Jim Bennett, defensive line coach for the Catamounts, but also, Coach Bennett, you have a huge job in getting the Catamounts to camp, kind of organizing the equipment and taking care of all that, aside from your coaching duties. Tell me how that works when you move from Dalton to Tusculum College.
Well, I had a lot of help this time. Coach Steve Sparks is working with us, and then Rick Pollard. We're apprenticing Rick and training him up, but you know, you just bring extra stuff, helmets, shoulder pads, try to get sizes, so if something goes bad or something breaks, and then we've got a spare with us. I've learned over the years now, I used to overpack. Now we don't pack so much, but we've got the necessities, and anything that happens, we've got it covered.
got about 75 players here. That's lots of equipment to bring up here and lots to take care of, especially with the multiple practices going on, right?
Yes, and they have a hard time keeping up with their stuff sometimes, but it's worked out well. We have nice locker room facilities here, and all the kids have a locker, and they've kept up with their things pretty good this time.
Now talk about the guys you're coaching this year and what you're looking for from the defensive line.
Got a lot of inexperience. No starters coming back from last year, so all the guys played some of them were shuffled around from different positions, but we're going to be a platoon. We've got about 6 guys that have got to play 2 positions, and between those 6, we think we've got 2.
And some good, healthy competition between the offensive line and defensive line during camp makes it a lot of fun, right?
Always a lot of banter, a lot of cheap shots, a lot of verbal abuse, a lot of fun, and it's enjoyable. And our kids are competitive, and we're competitive as coaches too.
All right, very good. Well, good luck. Thank you for being on the show.
Okay, I've got Greta Rowland with me, and Greta and I go back a long way. We were Catamounts before most of these people in this room were Catamounts, right?
Definitely, yes ma'am, definitely.
Yeah, Greta and I went to school together, and she will want me to announce that I am older, but we've been doing this Catamount Go Big Red stuff for a long time.
Oh, you are so correct, and I'm actually the Catamom, you know.
Yes, I do know that. Yes, I do. And she is a Catamom. Her senior son is BJ Rowland, and I was just talking with Greta before we started, and she has been to several different football camps at several different places.
Yes, we went to Bell Buckle when he was a freshman, and then we've had 2 years at Jack State, and now Tusculum. It's a full circle.
Exactly. Think about all 3 places, and what do you think is best about Tusculum over the other 2?
Definitely this indoor facility. It was a little hot when we got in here, but then when the storm came, it cooled off very quickly, and I think everyone had a little change of attitude, catitude, if you will.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what, when that storm started, we could feel it, the temperature changed even though we were inside, but I was glad that we didn't have to stop practice. With the lightning and everything, we kept going.
Definitely, we did. And the boys, I think they went a little harder. I think they worked harder when they cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, seems like they did. And I know tonight we're going to have our scrimmage inside, and it's supposed to keep raining, but that's not stopping us.
No, it's not. It is not stopping us. Go Big Red.
That's exactly right. Go Big Red.
All right, we're back on Catamount Football. I got Coach Steve Sparks. Coach, this is your 2nd year on the program, and you kind of bring a unique perspective to Catamount Football, being a head coach for a long period of time. Talk about that and how that kind of helps you in your coaching career now.
Well, I can just tell you this. A lot of the things that I did and a lot of the things that were part of my program at Pope High School in Marietta, I see in our program. I see the great support from the community, which we had in Marietta. Also, I see a quality coaching staff. I think that we have the best coaching staff in Georgia, and I think that hands down that it's the best. I also see kids that work really hard, kids that are intelligent, and I see kids that if you can just put them in the right position, that they can make plays.
Now, you've moved coaching responsibilities this year. Last year working with tight ends and working with the offensive line, and now you've shifted over to the running backs. Big change there. Talk about that.
Well, I guess it's kind of those glory guys kind of thing. You know, being a line coach like me, that they're the ones that get their names in the paper and that kind of stuff. But what I try to do is just bring them down to earth, tell them they've got jobs to do, show them what to do, and hopefully get to do it. Right now we're working hard on being more physical, on attacking linebackers and defensive ends and kicking them out and blocking them so that we can run our 42 and 43 and 46 and 47 power and just the fundamentals.
You've got some guys that have got to fill some big shoes, and that's that's a big responsibility for them and a lot of pressure, I'm sure, to pick up those yards that Trey Bonds and Trey Beck and Matt Cobb produced for us last year. How do you kind of handle those expectations with those guys? What do you tell them about that?
Well, we're very young right now, but I can see some real talent in there. We have the one senior fullback And then beyond that, we are very, very young. And but I see some of the same qualities that we saw in Trey Beck and Trey Bonds, in Kelvis, and also in Jerry Marino and others that are in there. And there's no doubt that we have talent. Getting that talent to come out in them, and that's what we've got to do, and I hope we can bring the talent out in them.
All right, very good. Well, thank you for your time. Good luck this season.
And this is Mr. Ron Ward, my husband, who is the athletic director at Dalton High School. Can you tell us a little bit about why we are at Tusculum instead of having gone back to Jack State where we were last year?
Okay. The quarterback club coordinates all those types of things, makes these arrangements, and I want to say a big thank you to Alan Felker and all the other members of the quarterback club for all their hard work for our kids. One of the selling points for coming to Tusculum was this facility that we're in right now, this indoor facility. The Georgia High School Association implemented a new heat index policy because of concerns about student safety and health because of the heat. And one of the realities is that if the heat index gets to a certain temperature, all practice activities have to be suspended. And coming to this school with this facility gave us some flexibility. If the outside temperature was so high that we couldn't practice out of doors, we could practice indoors.
That is one of the things that that I thought about is when those rules get put in place, it's just like the quarterback club or the coaches or the system, somehow we find a way to keep working and doing our best, getting our job done to be ready to play football on Friday nights. And so have you been able to talk with Coach Land about using the indoor facility very much this week?
Well, yeah, I've been on the phone with him most of the week and talked with him last night when we got here. And he was just going on and on about the quality of the facilities that they have here. And I just want to say a big thank you to Tusculum University and their staff for hosting us. They have great facilities here. I mean, not just this facility, but they've got a baseball field over here that's unbelievable. The coaches took the kids over there for a baseball game last night, and that was a lot of fun. But just a first-class operation here. I'm real pleased with what they have. And I just want to say to our Catamount community, I thank you for all your support over the years. This program would not be what it is if not for you. And this year is going to be just another year of excellence on the field and off. And come out to Harmon Field, follow the Catamounts at our away games, and support the kids and the coaches. They're working hard for you and for themselves. And I appreciate all that you do. And go Big Red.
Okay, one quick thing. I know that we have a scrimmage game, and that's going to be on a Thursday night, right?
Thursday night, August the 16th, I believe.
It's that second week of school, I know that.
I believe it's August the 16th at Harmon Field. We'll be scrimmaging against Adairsville. And I've encouraged their coaching staff to bring a big crowd with them. And we want a big crowd there also, and show them how tailgating and how hosting a home football game is supposed to be done.
Okay, if you can't wait for that regular Friday night football game, come out to that scrimmage game and see the Catamounts play at Adairsville.
A new addition to our staff this year is Crystal Clark. She comes to us working through the trainer program with Hamilton Sports Medicine, which is a part of Hamilton Medical Center. Crystal, I want to talk to you and just ask you to tell you a little bit about yourself and how you wound up here at Dalton.
I'm originally from Michigan, and I came to Dalton High School to work football.
All right, good. Now, where were you at before you came to Dalton? Where were you last year?
I graduated from UTC 2 years ago, so I was working football with them as a student on staff.
Good. Well, you've been a tremendous asset for us here at camp, trying to keep everybody put together and back on the field. Since you've now been here and you've kind of seen both, what's the difference you see between working in a college program versus working in a high school program?
Well, what I said to you yesterday was that I thought that this program was very exceptional for a high school program. I thought that it was ran a lot like a lot of things that I saw in a college program. But I guess the biggest difference is just level of play and how you have to treat with parent contact. and making sure that everybody is communicated to so that they are all on the right page.
Well, you've done an outstanding job. Another duty that we put on you was watching the heat index and making sure that we didn't violate any GHSA principles. And you also hold the lightning gauge to see how close the lightning is. So she's a woman with many, many jobs and wears many, many hats on our staff, and she does an outstanding job. And we appreciate Hamilton Sports Medicine for all the work that they do supporting our local high schools.
At Hamilton,
more than just a place to eat. Enjoy community, tradition, and unbeatable home-style cooking at the Oakwood Cafe, located in historic downtown Dalton. Our food, fair prices, and friendly staff have made the Oakwood Cafe one of the fastest-growing businesses in Georgia. We offer catering services that can bring our distinctive flavor anywhere. We also provide the opportunity to team up with us through franchising. Whether you're a newcomer or a regular, stop by and have the dining experience you've needed. Come feel at home with us at the Oakwood Cafe.
Brendan Painter, senior, number 3, wide receiver. Cole Calfee, number 12, senior, quarterback. Dana Palacios, number 15, kicker, senior. Kerry Dills, senior, number 17, defensive back. Brandon Dale, number 20, senior, wide receiver, defensive back.
Marvin Hill, senior, running back, number 25.
My name is Jerry Moreno. I'm a senior, running back, number 27.
Ethan Fromm, senior, 28, wide receiver, defensive back.
Randy Wynn, senior, number 30, wide receiver.
I'm Hunter, 34, I'm a fullback, and I'm a senior.
Hi, my name is Leighton Reese, I'm 35, play defensive end, and I'm a senior.
My name is Robert Hardaway. I'm a senior. I'm number 40. I play defensive end.
Ron Young, I'm number 49. I play D end, and I'm a senior.
My name is Mbur Corona. I'm a senior. I'm number 57. I play defensive line.
My name is BJ Rowland. I'm a senior. I'm number 61. I play center.
Cleve Hall, number 63, linebacker, senior.
Chip Young, senior, 66, and I play right guard.
My name's Ethan Marlowe, number 81, defensive line, senior.
Hi, my name's Will Irwin. I play tight end. I'll be a senior next year.
Larry Fernandez, number 91, defensive line, senior.
Kevin Wynn, number 1, corner, junior.
Nathan Bryant, free safety, number 2, junior.
Elijah Stidman, I'm a junior, number 4. Thank you.
Lyle Durham, number 5, junior linebacker.
Chris Charles, number 7, wide receiver and DB, junior.
Jacob Artu, number 18, defensive back, junior.
Jordan Perez, number 24, safety and corner, and junior. Javonte Davis, 37, junior, corner.
Jay Rockhold, 44, linebacker, junior.
Hunter Nelson, 50, offensive line, junior.
Grant Stain, number 53, long snapper, junior.
Jordan Keener, junior, 54, defensive line.
Hi, my name's Dakota Tankersley. I'm number 60. I play offensive line, and I'm a junior.
Juan Pacheco, junior, 68, offensive line.
I'm Jake Roberts. I'm a junior, number 69, offensive tackle.
Chase Todd, number 86, defensive end, junior.
Erebeth Martinez, tight end, 87, junior.
Roderick Davison, defensive end, number 92, junior.
Miguel Garcia Flores, defensive end, junior, number 93.
Salvador Alejandre, 94, defensive line, junior.
My name is Eder Mora. I'm a sophomore, number 11, DB, linebacker, and kicker.
Hey, my name's Peter Sigmund. I'm a sophomore. I'm number 13, and I play wide receiver.
My name is Kiko Rodriguez, sophomore, kicker number 14.
Hi, my name is Peyton Veraldi, number 19. I'm a sophomore, and I play quarterback.
My name is Kellis Rhodes. I'm a sophomore. I wear number 21. I'm a running back.
My name's Darius Towns. I'm a wide receiver. I'm number 32.
DL Goins, 38, fullback, sophomore.
Chip Elrod, sophomore, 39, middle linebacker.
Cade Keelan, number 42, sophomore, linebacker.
Cody Edwards, manager for right now, sophomore.
Austin Eldridge, number 47, defensive end, sophomore.
Chase Westfall, 48, sophomore tight end.
Hayden Gross, number 55, sophomore guard.
Uriel Perez, number 56, defensive lineman, sophomore.
Manny Hernandez, 59, sophomore, defensive lineman.
Daniel Hurtado, 62, offensive line, sophomore.
Evan Stewart, 65, sophomore, offensive lineman.
Warner Braun, sophomore, number 70, defensive line.
Logan Mathis, number 71, sophomore, offensive line.
Chris Hicks, 75, offensive lineman, sophomore.
Tommy Ridley, number 77, defensive line, sophomore.
Evan Pope, center and guard, number 78, sophomore.
Oscar Pena, offensive line, sophomore.
Francisco Calderon, number 80, wide receiver, sophomore.
Tyler Britton, wide receiver, number 82, sophomore.
Omar Ortega, number 88, wide receiver, sophomore.
Christian Ortiz, number 99, defensive line, sophomore.
I'm Jordan Adams. I'm a freshman. I play running back and receiver. I'm number 8.
I'm Jay Chastain. I'm number 10. I'm a freshman. I play quarterback and defensive back.
I'm Travis Nielsen. I'm a freshman. I play quarterback and I'm number 16.
Hi, my name is Jordan McKinney, number 22. I'm a freshman and I play defensive back and wide receiver.
I'm Andrew Williams, number 64, freshman, offensive lineman.
My name is Connor Corrin. I'm number 76. I'm a freshman and I'm an offensive lineman.
Matt Land, head coach.
Jim Bennett, defensive tackles.
Stacy Parker, wide receivers.
Cole Bennett, defensive ends.
Rick Pollard, linebackers.
Bill Napier, offensive coordinator.
Scott Thompson, defensive back and head strength coach.
Chad Jordan, offensive line.
Bill Mayo, offensive line.
Pete Wilson, quarterbacks.
Steve Sparks, offensive backs.
That's Carpenter.
Coach Carpenter, defensive coordinator.